Nestled somewhere deep within the Nilgiri mountains in southern India, live three of the country's most primitive and excluded tribal communities: the Kattunayakans, the Panyans, and the Kurumbas. There are roughly 10,000 tribals in these remote communities, and indeed, most rural poor in the Nilgiris earn very low, intermittent incomes. With tiny incomes and near zero access to financial services or banking, most people simply end up consuming whatever they earn. The lives of the current young, like Kanni, a member of the Panya tribe, is no better.
வீடும் அங்கே இல்லை, வீடெல்லாம் எரிச்சிட்டாங்க. அங்கே இருக்கும்போது வீடெல்லாம் எரிச்சிட்டாங்க. எங்கள் பிள்ளைங்களும் அங்கே இருக்க வேண்டாம், நானும் இருக்க வேண்டாம். ஒரு நாளைக்கு அடிச்சு கொள்றது கூட வந்தாங்க. வரும்போது அப்போ நாங்கள் இங்கே வந்துட்டோம் மூட்டையோட.
The Center for Tribal Research and Development, or CTRD, has been working with tribal and rural communities in the Nilgiris for over 25 years. Over time, CTRD's livelihoods interventions have begun to improve the incomes of the tribal communities. But with no savings and without a pension, they continued to face a grim and uncertain old age. In late 2011, CTRD approached the micro-pension team to help tribal communities and rural poor women in the region more generally to accumulate micro-savings for their retirement. In the following months, several local SHG leaders were trained as micro-pension counsellors. They began conducting village-level group meetings on the importance of old age savings and related financial concepts.
For example, we said 10 years ago you had forest just next door, but now it's like 5 kilometers away from your home. So this is going to happen in the next 10 years, it's going to be 50 kilometers away. So with lots of examples, we have provided them the awareness. So now slowly the tribal people have come out of their way of thinking, and now they've started savings money.
Community response to this retirement literacy drive was astonishing. Most people were willing to save around 200 rupees a month for their old age.
Well, despite the high demand that we were seeing, we frankly struggled to implement micro-pensions in the Nilgiris. Firstly, nobody had bank accounts, and we couldn't collect savings in cash because of the high risk of fraud that we would face. Also, the cost of collecting tiny amounts from thousands of people in remote villages, reconciling this money, and then transferring these savings to a regulated institution in Bombay would be far too high. Absence of a secure and convenient and perhaps affordable micropayment solution became the #1 bottleneck for us in implementing micropensions for the tribals in the Nilgiris.
In early 2012, IIMPS approached Visa, the global payments technology giant, to help solve this difficult micropayment challenge. And Visa decided to collaborate with Micropension to establish the Visa Micropension Inclusion Lab. Over the following 6 months, a dedicated team developed and field-tested a simple micropayment mechanism for the tribals. A mechanism that would be secure, convenient, and affordable. This new micropayment solution was implemented in the Nilgiris in late 2012. Overnight, it bridged the huge distance between Kanni and a regulated financial institution in Mumbai, who would invest her micro savings on her behalf. Kanni, and indeed hundreds of tribals and rural poor like her in the Nilgiris, who today decide to save for their old age, are provided a micro pension card. Each card is uniquely mapped to the individual. When a person wants to put 50 or 100 rupees into her micro pension account, her card is swiped on a low-cost device attached to a basic mobile phone. When this happens, the person's savings are instantly digitized and electronically transferred to a regulated financial product on her behalf and in her own name. She receives an instant SMS receipt that confirms that the transaction has been successfully completed.
அவங்க அந்த சிடிஆர்ல இருந்து வந்துருவாங்க. கார்டும் காசும் அவங்க கையில் கொடுத்துருவோம். கொடுக்கும்போது அவங்க இந்த ஏதோ ஒன்று அது பேரும் தெரியாது. அப்போ அதில் வந்து இப்படி ஒரு சிட்டா எங்கள் ஃபோனுக்கு மெசேஜ் வந்துடும்.
இப்போ வந்து இந்த கார்டு வந்திருக்கனால ஃபீல்டுக்கே வராங்க. கார்டு கொண்டு வந்து எங்கள் வீட்லேயே வந்து ஸ்வைப் பண்ணிவிட்டு எங்கள் முன்னாலே ஸ்வைப் பண்ணோன்னே எனக்கு ஃபோனில் மெசேஜ் வருது. நான் அந்த மெசேஜ் பார்த்தோன்னே என்னோட பணம் வந்து சேஃப்டியாக ஹெட் ஆஃபீஸ் போய் சேர்ந்துருச்சு.
If Mumtaj moves out of her village to any other district or state, she can continue using the same card to save for her old age. Because of the secure micropayment solution developed with Visa, CTRD no longer worries about reconciliation. Every evening, CTRD receives a statement that shows the exact amount that each beneficiary has paid during the day, along with the name of the CTRD staff who assisted the transaction.
Everyone involved in this process gets notified. Say the customer knows that he have paid the amount and the amount have gone to the right person. And as an agency who is implementing this program, I know that the staff who have collected the money have swiped it out and the money have reached me. And the people on the top, the IMPS and Visa, they also know that CTRD who have collected such the amount of money have gone through the scheme and it have reached the right place at the right time. So this makes everyone's life easy, more transparent, and it also reduces the paperwork.
With support from NABARD, a national multilingual micro-pension helpline has also been set up. A person can use this helpline for any information or assistance or to file a complaint. These challenges of tiny incomes, low banking and formal finance access and a high probability of old age poverty go far beyond the Nilgiris. The secure, inclusive and integrated micro-savings ecosystem created by the Visa Micro Pension Lab is being replicated already in several other districts of India for many others like Kanni and Mumtaj. In the coming years, Visa and Micro Pension aim to build a mass market for micro pensions among excluded, unbanked populations. We urge you to join us on this very exciting journey.
இப்போ ரொம்ப நாளைக்கு வயசான காலத்துலனாலும் உட்காந்து நமக்கு உட்காந்தே சாப்பிடலாம். வீட்டில் ஒரு வேலையும் செய்ய முடியாது.